Today we're going to learn another Kim Thale solo, so stay tuned for the full speed demo before we get into the full breakdown. Hey everybody, it's Matthew. Welcome back to the channel. Once again, like I said, we're going to take a look at another Kim Thale solo. This one is from a more of a deep cut on the Super Unknown album from Soundgarden. This is from a song called Limo, and this is a song that happens at the ending outro of the song. It's a little bit quieter in the mix, but that's intentionally how the guitars are mixed on this album. They're not the loudest thing on the mix, and that is pretty well intentioned on Michael Beinhorn's part. But anyway, we're going to take a look at this lesser known solo here that happens at the end. So let's get right into the breakdown. Alright, important to point out, this song kind of doesn't have a discernible key to it, so there's not really a great way to track what this solo is in and what kind of shape you're using. Of course, for our purposes, it's kind of this shape is what we're dealing with. And so going through it, it does seem like it might be in B here, the solo, but you really can't be sure because there are notes in like the riffs and stuff in this song that really conflict with that idea. So we're not really going to be thinking about the key here. We're just going to be learning the solo here in this position here, and it starts with these bends here on the 12th fret of the B string. As a reminder, your tuning is drop C G, so we have these two strings up here have been dropped down to C and G, and then everything else is the same, and we are just playing on these four strings here, the D, G, B, and E, so familiar territory for everyone. And we're going to start off with these three bends on the 12th fret of the B string here, like this. Like that, and then after that we're going to do a fourth one after we've come back down a little bit and really send it up there, like this. So like that. And after that we're going to have this slow walk down and play this 10th fret on the B and this 11th fret on the G. And then we've got this weird, what it sounds like to me, flurry of notes up on the D string here at the 9th and 11th fret of this solo. So it's going to be a little bit like this. Of course I'm playing it slower, just so you guys get the idea. And just play that like whatever, you just go nuts on it. There's not a specific like thing to do. There could be something else going on with like a wah or something there because it's really unclear. It's just noise mostly on the recording. So after we've done that, we're going to go back to this 9th fret of the G string here. Excuse me. We're going to play that and then bend up on this 11th fret here, and then we're going to have a similar hammering on picking lick that isn't quite as chaotic as this one up here. And don't forget to play those notes on the 11th fret at the end after you come out of it. I think it's just twice after you've hit that last hammer there. And then we're going to go into this lick here back on the 12th fret of the B, and we're going to bend it up and then play the 12th fret when we release it back down. And then play this 11th fret on the G. So it would be like this. And then we're going to repeat a similar lick here, but we're going to play the 10th fret on the B instead of playing that 12th fret again. Just like that. And then we're going to go back to this 10th fret and then pick this 12th fret here 4 times. just like that. And there might be a slight bend up there. I'm not sure. It does sound a little bit like that on the record, but that may or may not be there. You do have to get it all the way up though if you're going to do that, just so it doesn't sound out of tune at the end. And after you've done that, we're going to go to this 9th fret on the E and play it, and then we're going to bend and release on the 12th fret here and then play the 9 again. So like this. So pretty simple lick there, not a whole lot to it. And then we're going to go here to this next lick. We're going to just bend the 12th fret, go back to of the B string, and then the 9th fret of the G string here. So we're going to bend that up and then hit this 9th fret. Do not release this bend all the way back down. You got to really jump to that 9th fret there. So let's repeat that again just so you guys can see this all together. And then after you've done that, you're going to have a simple pentatonic here, lick here like this. So, and that's going to all be pretty smooth together. So we're going to repeat this all again with that added on. Just like that. And then we're going to run all the way down here to this 2nd fret of the G. And there might be a slight bend coming into this. Like that. That may or may not be there. Sometimes it's hard to tell those things. They might just be slight finger variations that you don't necessarily need to play. So we're going to have this here, 2nd fret, and then 4th fret of the D, and then back to 2nd fret. So, and then we're going to go to this 4th fret and bend it a couple times like this. Like that, and then we're going to have this crazy flurry lick again, similar to the other ones we've already done. This one's not too long. And then at the end you're going to bend this again. Do this again one more time, and then bend it. So after that second bend, there's a very slight delay of like a 16th note there or something before we finish that. So it's kind of like this. Okay, and that third one, you're going to go smoothly out of that and then into the next lick. So after we've done that final bend, we're going to walk it back down, and we're going to go to the 2nd fret of the D string. So it's going to be 2nd fret G, 4th fret D, 2nd fret of the D. Like that, and then you're going to have another flurry lick here, ending with that 4th fret there. So you can hear that, and then after you've done that, you're going to play the 2nd fret of the D again and hammer back on, and then play that note, that 4th fret by itself twice. So walking that back down, you're going to have this. And then we're going to prepare our finger here and just do a slide kind of from nowhere into this 9th fret of the G like this. So that may or may not start with a pick. It may just be you hammer it down and go, or you pick it there. My preference is usually to do a slight pick. And then we're going to have this little lick here between the 11th fret of the D and the 9th fret of the G after we've done that slide like this. And then we're going to go to the 11th fret of the G string and bend that up. And then we're going to have a similar flurry lick like we've had before. This one is a little bit slower and less chaotic than the other ones. So after that bend, we're going to have this. Pretty simple one there. And then we're going to go back. Let's review that real quick though before we go back so I can show you guys this is one unit. So after the slide here, just like that. And then we're going to go back to this 12th fret of the B. Again, that's our best friend. We're going to do a bend and release. And then we're going to play the 11th fret and then the 9th fret of the G like this. And then the song ends with this big double stop octave bend here on the 4th fret of the G string and the 2nd fret of the B like this. And then it just goes into feedback at the end of the song there. So here's the full slow demo so you guys can take a closer look at this and really figure out what's going on with this solo. Alright, and there it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed a look at that Limo Rex solo. It's one of the deeper cuts, of course, but it's a fun solo to play. It's really different because it kind of has that keyless idea, and it sounds really cool when you have the harmony of the main riff of the chorus underneath that solo, how it's supposed to sound. It makes it sound way different than it does by itself, and it's a really interesting type of thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, like and subscribe if you did. Leave a comment down below if you would like. Of course, don't forget to click the bell so you get notifications of when new videos are out. And I will see you guys next time for another video. Have a good one.